Realizing defeat, Datis orders his remaining forces to retreat to the safety of the Persian ships. The Athenians follow their enemy into the crashing surf and cut them down as they flee.
The Persians were fighting now to save their very lives, and so consequently the fighting within the surf line would have been particularly ferocious.
Despite heavy casualties, many Persian soldiers managed to board their ships. Miltiades must not let them leave the harbour.
If the Persians managed to get back on their ships after the battle and sail around to Athens, they might still capture the city of Athens.
How do you keep the ships from leaving the harbour? The answer? The Greeks are still outnumbered, so taking the ships and crew hostage would be impossible. And cutting the sails with swords won't necessarily keep the crewmen from rowing away. Miltiades tells his soldiers to use flaming torches to set the Persian ships on fire, but they only managed to destroy 7 of the 200 vessels. As feared, the remaining ships set sail in the direction of the Bay of Phaleron, a port on the peninsula near Athens.
Miltiades was very worried that if the Persians sailed back to the city of Athens before the Athenians knew Miltiades had won the battle, the Athenians might be terrified when they saw the fleet and surrendered to Persia anyway, even though the army had won a great victory.
To save the city, Miltiades must get word of the Greek victory to Athens, and fast.
It would have taken Phidippides about 2 hours to run to the city of Athens. The distance from Marathon to Athens is 26 miles, 385 yards, the same distance as a modern marathon.
Phidippides runs to Athens at top speed. Upon arrival, he announces breathlessly, "We have won," and collapses dead on the spot. Meanwhile, Commander Miltiades and his men race towards Athens to defend the city. But there's a chance they won't arrive in time. The citizens of Athens may have to fend for themselves. Barricading the gate will not keep out Persian arrows, and abandoning the city will leave it wide open to enemy invasion. The citizens of Athens arm the city. Every man, woman and child stand visibly along the walls and in windows to make the city look well defended.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to bluff the enemy. If you look like a soldier, you might very well be a soldier.
Datis sails into Phaleron Bay, ready to swarm Athens. But to his dismay, the city appears well armed. Meanwhile, Miltiades and his victorious Greeks are fast approaching. The sight is too much for Datis and the defeated Persians. Without even setting foot on land, they turn around and sail home. The Battle of Marathon ended in complete success for Miltiades and the Athenian army. Even though they were outnumbered 3-1, they killed 6,400 Persians, whilst losing only 192 of their own men.
No one expected the Athenians to win the Battle of Marathon. So when they did, news raced around the Greek world. No one could believe what they had done.
Not only had the Greeks stood up to the mighty Persians and saved their city from certain destruction, they earned the respect that would drive their civilization for generations to come.
The Battle of Marathon was significant for the Athenians in 2 major ways. But now everyone in the Greek world had to recognize that they were one of the greatest powers to be reckoned with.